Coach, congrats on the big win.
Thanks.
I mean, just kind of talk about how important this homestand is for you guys, not just for your seniors, their last homestand, but, I mean, you guys are still in the hunt. You guys still can, get that title.
Oh, every match has been important for a long while now, and I think we back to 8 matches out, the last 8, we felt like we need to win out and win all 8. And we stumbled at Fullerton, but as of today, we're in a good spot. I feel really strongly that if we win the last 3, we're going to make the tournament. Indicators were we got votes for the top 25. Again, that was the first time since early in the year. We'll win our 20th match, which is always a nice sort of a magic number for NCAA tournament selection. My only concern is RPI, is that we're at 65 right now. But at the same time, we've defeated, we swept Long Beach for the 3rd time in 6 years, and that's something that is not to be taken lightly. Right now, I think Long Beach is at 20 in RPI, and then also Fullerton is up there in terms of the RPIs, and then with the 3 wins over the Pac-10 teams, unfortunately, Oregon State and Washington State at the bottom, but we started our season with a win against Arizona, who is in 20th in the national rankings, and with a high RPI. We're climbing. We were, I think, 74 last week, 65 this week, and we finished the way we believe we will finish, and these girls are starting. It's just kind of the perfect storm. They're getting healthy and executing scouting reports. It was a thing of beauty Saturday night when we had to have it, and they absolutely just rose to the occasion, executed our game plan to a T, and beat Santa Barbara at their game, in a hostile gym, and it was just one of the best wins I've ever been a part of. I was really proud of the girls. So I feel great about our chances right now, and essentially the way we look at the last 3 matches of conference play is we have to win every game. We need to win every point. That might not be realistic to win 25-0, 25-0, 25-0, but we can come pretty close. And knowing what we did up at UOP, we were 25-11, 25-14, and then we led up, and momentum is important in women's Division I volleyball. They came back on us, but we showed that we could really dominate that team. And I think we just need to carry it through and finish the job Friday night. And then Saturday night, the emotions are going to be flowing because 2 great young women, Allison Mort and Dominique Oluwalafe, will finish their careers at home, unless we get a bid here to host the first round. I don't know if we've submitted for a bid or not, but I feel great about this team. They have had so many wonderful moments and had such a great time. They're a fantastic group of girls. And after watching yesterday, I woke up and watched Penn State play Michigan, and then later on saw Cal play UCLA. And I got to tell you, I'll take our chances against any of those 4 teams.
Hey, Coach, when you look at your scores, it seems like, this year, boy, in the Big West, I'm speaking of, it's been pretty close. I mean, there's been very few 3-0 matches for you guys. What does that say about the level of the Big West? I mean, how balanced is the Big West? What's the quality of the Big West this year compared to years past? And if you were to win the Big West, what does that mean about this team? You can still win the Big West?
We still can. Okay. It's theoretically possible. We need help. We're not in control of our own destiny. But what it says is this. One, from a national standpoint, the RPI of the conference has elevated to number 4, where it goes Pac-10, Big 10, Big 12, Big West. There's an awareness nationally that the Big West has elevated substantially. When I first came here, we had we had some nice players for sure, but it was just easy pickings. The lower part of the Big West was not very strong, and it's not the case anymore. Riverside is the best O and whatever they are in the conference. They're the best team I've ever seen. They're really well coached. They just have struggle with personnel and service, but they're very good. And it's the ultimate cliche on any given day. It's true in the Big West. And so I believe we will get 3 teams in, and we're at least the third unless we get some help. And this team is on a roll. They're on a mission, on a roll, however you want to say it. I feel very confident, and when pressed, when called to play their best, they're able to elevate and go into another gear. And we saw it Saturday night, and it was just wonderful. It was awesome.
Especially coming off the last couple of years, last year especially, I mean, to get this team in the playoffs, what would it mean, and how nice would it be for you guys to get back into the postseason after what you guys have been through?
It would mean a lot. I'd probably fight back the emotions that there have been so many ups and downs, and this team had so many heartbreaks last year with the 5-set losses, and they have earned everything that they've won this year. They've worked hard, never backed off, and they deserve it. They really are they're a tournament team if I've ever saw one. If I've ever seen one, I think is the way to say that. But right now, we're knocking on the door for top 25, and I believe, like I said, I saw 4 top 20 teams play, and I would take our chances against any of those teams. So I just think that it would mean so much, and we've worked hard. These girls deserve it, but they need to get the job done. And so we're going to approach this weekend's matches very similar to the way we approached Santa Barbara, and that is to give them more information early on and play the specific opponent. And because our aptitude has elevated and we're able to execute game plans, and a big part of the Big West is the second time around who can learn more about the first match. And I think we do well in that category. So I'm excited, and I think we'll have a nice turnout, and the girls are excited. Look out. It's going to be really nice.